EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. In motion goes the tight end. Caleb going to throw right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. To the air, Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's how you... Interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
To throw, Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go, set.
Here's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 3rd and 8. To the air once more. Williams. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Nakobe Dean with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot. You just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he stopped immediately there. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. An audible here to get a new look. They'll try it now with Swift. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They run with a 4th-round pick, Roschon Johnson. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
35-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Throwing is Williams. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift, 65 yards. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Down at the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
To throw, it's Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Check smash! Check smash!
Swift going to try up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. From the 21, here's the second down and 6. Once again, it's Swift. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Williams with a little touch pass forward. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Taken down by
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So on fourth down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
11 yards for number 11.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
No contact.
They'll throw now on the final play.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Here's 2nd and 7. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will have the Bears first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
On the option to give to Swift here. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 41, here's second down at 7. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Looking to throw is Williams.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Williams. That is caught. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line.
A lot of great quarterbacks from USC. Here's another one. The rookie's got a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back to the running game with Swift.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
2nd down and a yard.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hey, smash!
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Barkley inside handoff.
And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff running through the middle.
He's got it to the 43 here.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd down and 8.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlep Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game